let me ask you something. Have you ever looked up a city online and gotten two completely different answers? Well, that's Greensboro, North Carolina for you every single time. Half the people are going to tell you that it's a small, boring, podunk town. The other half are going to tell you that it's great neighborhoods, great community, plenty of activities to do here, great quality of life, all on a decent price point. So which is it? As someone that has lived in Greensboro and worked here for over 20 years, I'm going to give you the real answers. Today, we're going to go through the pros and cons, fresh data, real numbers, and what actual locals think of living in the area. By the end of this video, you're going to know if Greensboro is the right move for you or not.
Let's jump right into our first pro of living in Greensboro. We got the big city amenities, the small town feel. You want to go do your shopping? We have all of the mainstream big box stores. We've got your Targets, there's the Walmarts, there's Costco, there's Sam's Club. On the flip side, we also have plenty of opportunity to support our small businesses. There's a ton of boutiques, local hardware stores, everything you can imagine. We have it, and there's plenty of ways to help support those businesses as well. When it comes to convenience, we have several large hospital systems in the area. The one located right within Greensboro is Cone Health. It is in the middle of town. It does have a trauma center. Our airport is going to deserve a video all on itself. So Piedmont Triad International Airport, it's small. We only have 2 terminals. What it lacks in direct flight, it makes up for in convenience. I can drive from my house, be at my gate in the airport within about 40 minutes, and that includes parking. I'm not getting dropped off. You can get to the airport within about 20 minutes from anywhere in the Triad. Super easily accessible. All right, so moving to our first con. The weather down here can be a little bit crazy. On an average spring or fall day, we can go from 35 degrees up to 75 degrees all in one day. You can see sun, wind, snow all at once. We do have an incredible 4 seasons here. We get to enjoy all of it. Just know that it can change drastically from day to day. And it's not unusual for us to have what we call a fall spring, where it's warm, it's 70, 80 degrees, things are starting to bloom, and then we drop right back into the 20s.
Pro number 2, let's talk money, because this is still one of the biggest advantages that Greensboro offers in 2026. The cost of living data still puts Greensboro, North Carolina just under the national average, with daily expenses totaling around $1,000 a month without rent, and the average income being around $3,300 per month. Our daily cost of living is noticeably cheaper than Charlotte, Raleigh, Austin, any of the larger cities. Housing in Greensboro is where you will really feel the difference, with the median housing average just under $300,000. It is much more affordable than the larger cities. While rents are on the rise, you can get 1-bedroom to 3-bedroom apartments, still much cheaper than Raleigh or Charlotte. And here's something that a lot of growing cities can't say anymore. We still have land. If you're moving to Greensboro and you're looking for a small farm, or you want land for your kids or your dogs to run on, we have it. Just step over the city limit and it's right there waiting for you. All right, con number 2, the job market has some real limits. Here's what I'm going to be straight with you about. The job market is just not as strong here as other larger cities like Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte. Jobs really do exist here. There are some reports of lower salaries and slower advancement than other larger cities, and some really ambitious professionals may end up commuting to Raleigh and Charlotte. If you're moving to Greensboro without a job, make sure you do research in your specific field. Don't make any assumptions about the area and talk to people on the ground. Pro number 3, parks, outdoors, and everyday quality of life. So this one surprises people. We have a ton of parks. There's 150 parks in the Greensboro area, probably 100 miles of greenways and trails. If you want to get outside without driving for an hour, Greensboro's got you. If you're a runner, if you're a dog owner, if you have kids, we have so much to do. The Greensboro Science Center is amazing for families. The Tanger Center has brought Broadway shows and live musicals to the area. So instead of driving an hour or 2 hours to Raleigh and Charlotte, you can drive right downtown, get a decent parking spot, go have a nice dinner at one of our upcoming restaurants, and then walk over and see a live show. It's not a wow city, but everyday life here has a real texture and comfort that people find so attractive. Once people move here, they just don't leave again. Con number 3, let's talk about crime. This is probably where we have the biggest gap between how people feel living here every day and what the numbers actually tell you. Historically, crime in Greensboro is above average from other US cities. And of course, like any city, we have pockets and we have areas that just maybe aren't the best. Here's what's encouraging. Reporting from late 2025 shows that violent crime in Greensboro has dropped by about 23% and property crimes have dropped by about 11%. The honest takeaways: some neighborhoods feel great every day, they feel perfectly safe, and there's other areas that still have genuine issues. Pro number 4, the location is a serious advantage. So the best part about Greensboro: we are right in the heart of North Carolina. We're 3 hours to the beach, 2 hours to the mountains. You can get anywhere within the triad in just a matter of minutes. Even if you live out in the county, if you want a grocery store, it's right there. Greensboro serves as a great home base with a major highway running right through the heart. We have the belt line around the other edges, so it's super convenient to get from one end to the other without hitting the inner city traffic. If you work remotely, travel for business, or just like having options for weekend getaways, Greensboro is definitely the place for you. Con number 4, you need a car. We do have some public transit that goes to certain communities. With that being said, it is much easier to drive. We have very few neighborhoods where you can walk to restaurants, walk to amenities. It just isn't a thing. We suffer from the suburban sprawl. The upside is that real traffic issues really aren't a thing here. Your average trip is going to take 10 to 20 minutes. Just plan on having a car and driving wherever you want to go. All right, pro number 5. The food scene in Greensboro is really going to surprise you. We have everything. True Southern food, barbecue. You can get your mom and pop restaurants. We also have a great sushi scene. And we have restaurants with elevated cocktails, fine dining experiences, and everything in between. So come check it out. It will absolutely surprise you, and it is definitely not average. Con number 5, the nightlife here. I have heard many times, especially from the younger crowd, that there's not a lot to do. Yeah, there's a few nightclubs downtown, there's a few late night things to do, but for remote workers and families, it's a great place. There's plenty to do with lots of activities. Pro number 6, the community will surprise you. This is the real reason why people just don't leave. We are incredibly diverse. There's a ton of cultures, and that's what it's actually like to live here. And for a lot of people, that's everything that you need. So, to wrap up, that's Greensboro. That's the real version. That's the reason why people come and they never leave again. You have affordability, you have all of the green, the outdoor space, and an incredibly diverse area.
If you're thinking about moving to the Triad and need help buying or selling your home, all of our information is below. Feel free to call, text, or email us anytime. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.